Okay, let's have a look at an error that is quite often made in algebra calculations when we are trying to substitute in values into an algebraic expression. That looks something like this, 2x squared. This sort of algebraic expression quite often occurs when we're dealing with plotting graphs, for example, where we may be working out some points to plot for a curve such as y equals 2x squared, or y equals 2x squared plus 7x, or something like that. What we're going to do then is we're going to substitute in x equals 3 into this expression. Now there's a right way of doing it and there's a wrong way of doing it, and some students mix up the correct method and the incorrect method on a regular basis. Many students are not even consistent with which approach they adopt, so if they're using the wrong method they don't even use it consistently, probably meaning that they think both methods give the same answer, which of course they don't. This is the incorrect method first. When you are dealing with 2x squared and you're working out what 2x squared is when x is 3, this is what many students do. They take the x value, which is 3, and they say 2 lots of 3. So they work out 2 times 3 first, and then they square it afterwards. So you get 2 times 3, which is 6, and then they square it to get an answer of 6 sixes, 36. Now that is the wrong answer. That is not what you should be doing. Let me show you first of all what you should be doing, and then the difference between the two I'll clarify underneath. Okay, so this is what you should be doing. When x equals 3, what you need to be doing first is working out first of all what x squared is. So you work out what 3 squared is. Once you've worked that out, I'll put that in a bracket, you then have 2 lots of x squared. So you work out x squared first, and then afterwards we have 2 lots of it. So we're going to double this afterwards. So this is equal to, you work out what 3 squared is, 3 threes are 9, and then you double it. And if you double it, you get the answer 18. And now that is the correct answer. You can quite clearly see that the two different techniques do not give the same answer, so you can't use either or method here. There's only one correct answer to 2x squared when x is 3, and that's the answer 18. When students are doing it this way, what they're actually working out is a different algebraic expression. What they are doing is they're working out 2 times x first, so let me just show you underneath. They're working out 2x first, and then afterwards they're squaring the whole thing. So what they're doing is putting the bracket around the whole thing and then squaring it afterwards. And so you can see that thing there and that thing there, they look very similar, but there's a subtle difference. There's a bracket around the whole 2x there with a squared outside, and there's no bracket around the 2x in that case. So if you're dealing with something like that, what you must do is work out what x squared is first, and then you double it afterwards. What you don't do is work out what 2x is first and then square the answer, because if you're doing that, then that is the algebraic expression you're working out, not that. So remember, that's the correct answer, that's the incorrect answer, and this sort of thing happens an awful lot when we're talking about plotting quadratic graphs. Don't make this mistake in your exam. It's the end of this video.